Ooh, let's keep talking about the cold that we have going on out there. If you haven't stepped outside, we're in the 50s right now. We had a cold front that just passed through earlier this morning. It's a little bit rainy, still have a little bit of rain, and we're looking at a breezy day ahead as well. Now to the north, we're looking at freeze warnings, freeze watches, winter weather advisories, all of that cold stuff, meaning that freeze warning, that means that they're going to be below 32 degrees, the freezing point. We're not going to get that cold down here, okay? So it's okay. If you need those heavy jackets, it's okay, but we're not going to get down into the 30s. That's not going to be our actual temperature. We do have a wind advisory for the coastal bend and our coastal area down here. I've already seen wind gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour for some of us in Cameron and Williston County. Once again, couple sprinkles here and there, but a lot of us actually staying dry this morning. We didn't see a lot of rain with this cold front, and we're not seeing any severe weather, so that's not a concern going into today. What is a concern is how much colder it is right now than it was at this time yesterday. We're running about 20 degrees cooler right now than we were yesterday. Temperatures in the low to mid 50s. We're in the upper 50s by the coast, but let me tell you, when you factor in those winds and how breezy it is, it feels even colder than 50 degrees. So you're gonna want a jacket as you're heading out to work, heading out to school, and especially when you get off later today. Here's a look at those temperatures. We're gonna kind of plateau in the low to mid 50s this afternoon. I'm gonna have to take another look because we might actually be closer to the low 50s than mid 50s, but you get the idea. It's gonna be chilly all day, cloud cover all day, couple of sprinkles all day, and tonight we're gonna be in the 40s. Now, 45, that's the valley average low, right? So that means that some of us in the upper valley especially could be closer to 40. Could we reach 39? I think it's possible, but I'm going to say we're probably going to stick to the low 40s tonight. That's going to be the story for everybody as we go into your early Tuesday morning. The big thing, though, is when you factor in those wind gusts, once again, to those temperatures, it feels even colder. Wind gusts for coastal areas under that wind advisory are definitely going to exceed that 30-mile-per-hour mark all day, all night. This is Tuesday now, Tuesday morning. A lot of us upwards of that 20 to 25-mile-per-hour mark, but it's really just that direct coastline that we're talking about. You guys could see 45-mile-per-hour wind gusts, which is why you have that wind advisory. Remember, when you factor that in with the actual temperature, our wind chill, this is what it feels like. Usually we talk about with the heat down here. Now we're talking about it with the cold. When we're in the 40s later this evening, it's going to feel like we're in the 30s, especially there for the upper valley. Going into tomorrow morning when you wake up on Tuesday, it is going to feel like 30, 31, 32 degrees, 40s, low 40s. Even Tuesday afternoon, evening, when you're trick-or-treating, it is going to feel like you are in the mid 40s. The good news is going into tomorrow, we're not looking at a lot of rain. I don't think that rain's going to be a huge issue on your Halloween, which means for your Halloween forecast, the high tomorrow, once again, this is tomorrow afternoon, 57. It's going to be chilly, but when you're trick-or-treating, it's going to be a little bit cooler than that. Actual temperatures in the 50s. Feels like temperatures most likely going to be closer to the upper 40s when you're out there trick-or-treating. So both today and tomorrow, especially, make sure you have a jacket. Get a jacket for your kids when they're out trick-or-treating. We're going to start warming up on Wednesday and Thursday. By the time we get to next weekend, we're back to the 80s. So for those of you who are already too cold, don't worry.